All right, guys. So thanks for being on Team Forever Strong's weekly team call. Today is May 18th, and I am super pumped, guys, because we have a legit rock star guest speaker on this call tonight that seriously we are all going to be able to relate to. So thank you guys so much for taking these calls seriously and taking the time out of your busy schedule to get on this thing tonight, because this is really where you learn, and this is really where you get those key nuggets of information that are going to help you take your business to the next level. Or you are going to hear something tonight, mark my word, that Hayley is going to say that is going to all of a sudden get the light bulb to go on and get you to get to that next step that you've been wanting to get to. So before I introduce you to her and everything, I wanted to first welcome all the new coaches onto the team. We've had a lot of new ones being introduced in. So welcome to our team. And I wanted to take a second to see if anybody had any rank advancements this week. Hold on a minute. 1 second. So if you guys have any rank advancements this week, go ahead and unmute yourself and you can shout them out. No one this week. Okay. All right, so we're going to dive right in, guys. So tonight, I am so excited to have Hayley on the call with us tonight. And for those of you guys who don't follow her, you absolutely need to make sure that you follow her, because she's married. She's moved from Boston down to North Carolina. And she's been a coach now for 3 years, but for the first year and a half, she really didn't take this seriously at all. Like, she kind of thought she was working the business, but she really wasn't. And it wasn't until the past year and a half now that she really went full throttle and started taking this thing really seriously. And her business has completely skyrocketed and gone nuts because of that. And so it's pretty crazy, guys. It's pretty crazy. So let's see here. She's a Success Club 10 All-Star, which you guys, if you're new coaches, you always hear me say it's like beating a dead horse, that the foundation for building a successful business is to hit Success Club. So she has hit Success Club 10 every single month consistently for 12 months. She has, the past few months, has hit Success Club 50 plus, which means that she is helping like 25 people, guys, in 1 month get started on their health and fitness journey. Okay? Pretty sweet. She has 20 plus emeralds of her own in her downline. Now, guys, this is where it's crazy. This is where she's going to talk about the shift tonight, where you're going to really see that this could be you. This could be any of you on the team. I think that, didn't you come into the year as a diamond, Hayley? Oops, I think you muted yourself. Hold on. Let me unmute you. Where are you here?
I thought I did. Sorry. I was a 1-star.
Okay, yeah. So she was a 1-star diamond, guys, in March. Okay. And now she is an 8-star diamond coach with 9-star qualifying, which is literally insanity. So that means that she literally is helping other people on her team now build teams of their own. She's developing other leaders below her. So it's one thing to get yourself to diamond, but when you start helping your coaches become diamond coaches, that's when you know you got something. And also, she's number 22 on her team, or number 22 in the company out of 500,000 coaches. So she is freaking on fire. So thank you so much, Hayley, for being here tonight. I'm going to turn it over to you. You guys, I hope you have your notepads and pens and everything, because I have mine and we are ready to be inspired.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here.
Of course. I'm going to make you speak on my call, just so you know. All right.
Yeah, totally.
So I don't know if you guys are in that March Dash to Diamond group, but like you probably know, if you were in there, that I'm like a super shy person. So doing stuff like this is like so out of my comfort zone. But honestly, I've been doing it a lot lately just because people have been asking me to speak on their team calls. So you guys already know, the more you do the uncomfortable stuff, it gets easier and easier. So I've been doing it, and it's getting a little bit easier. Like, usually I wouldn't wear this shirt because I'd be sweating and you would see all the sweat. I'm like, I'm going to wear it tonight. I'm not that scared. So I want to talk about my story really quick, who I was before coaching and kind of like how I got here. So sorry if you heard it before. I'm going to try not to talk fast. I've been doing like these calls so much that like, I think that everyone heard it. So I talk really fast. So I'm going to try to slow it down. Plus I'm from Boston and it's kind of hard not to talk fast. When I moved here, I'm like, what? I feel like everyone talks a different language. So, all right. Before coaching, I was like a lost little like baby. Felt so purposeless, and it was like a huge deal. I would like try to go for walks with music in my ears to try to find myself. Sounds like dramatic, but I really just had no idea why I was put on this earth. Like I would always, almost every day, try to go for like a quick walk just to like figure out why am I here. And all the time I would end up in a pretty place crying. And I would always call my husband, like just crying in like a really like a pretty place with like a river by my feet. And he was like, what's wrong? And I was just like, I don't know. But I really just wanted to say to him, like, I just don't know why I'm here. I just don't understand, like, what's the point? Everything was so boring to me, and I didn't have money to go figure it out. So I was a waitress, and I was a waitress for a while. I got good at it after a little bit. I was sucked at first, but I got good at it. And then I moved on to bartending, and I was a bartender for 10 years. Like it was cool at first, but 10 years, like I can't. When my friends were going away to college, I was their bartender. When they came home from like spring break or whatever, all the little breaks, I was their bartender. And then when they graduated college, I was still their bartender. It made me feel really stupid. When they came in, I had to like act like I was all fun and happy and stuff. And I just wanted to cry and just like kill them. I just felt like their servant, it was just kind of embarrassing. So I was like maybe 5-6 years into it. I'm like, wow, I like need to figure my life out now. But like I said, I had no money and I didn't know about coaching or anything. So even if I did know about it, I would think it was fake and I wouldn't join. But so I decided to be a hairdresser because that's the one thing I knew is I know I liked making people feel pretty and feel good about themselves again. I have 3 sisters and I always made sure to like make sure they felt prettier and better than I ever did before we went out. So I'm like, cool, I'm going to do that. And that was a huge deal for me because it was my money, my time. For a whole year, I think I slept like an hour or 2 a night because obviously bartending, I didn't get home till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and I had to be there at 7 and it was like an hour away. So that was a huge deal for me. So I did that for like a year and I ended up being like really good at it. I graduated first in my class and I got into the best salon in my town. So like it was all supposed to be perfect and it all settled and I was like, wow, I don't love it, and I don't want to live a whole life I don't love for another 80 years. Okay. Like why? Because I pay student loans, because I went to school. I have to be stuck with this forever. That's not okay with me. So like, I'm just not about that life. Why? So you guys know when you first start a business, you don't make a lot of money. So I couldn't just be a hairdresser, I had to be a hairdresser and a bartender. So when I first started this business, I worked 19 hours a day, 9 to 5 doing hair, 5 to 3 o'clock in the morning at the bar. So when people come at me with, I don't have time to do the business, that does not make any sense to me. If you want your dreams to come true, like you want your dreams to come true or you don't, like end of story. You will make time. So I was really bad for a while. Like I was feeling like super trapped and like I didn't really even know I had anxiety. I actually like hated that word. I like didn't think it was real, even though I definitely had it my whole life, but I just like didn't think I did. But it got worse and worse as like the more trapped I felt. I ended up getting like really bad like anxiety attacks. Like it was hard. When I got my anxiety attacks, I couldn't see. I couldn't feel my hands. So like when I was trying to cut hair, I could not feel my hands. And it was honestly just because I felt trapped. So to get through my days, I did shitty things. I bought Adderall off of people. So I don't have ADD. I'm not prescribed it. I don't even have it like a doctor. I would pretend and lie to people and buy it off of people. And that's not cheap. and it's not good for you if you're not prescribed it. So I would do that to be like happy and energetic during the day. And at night, no matter what, I was a drunk bartender, like no matter what. So that during the day, drunk bartender at night, literally every single day. That was my life. Sucked. I couldn't ever go to sleep with my husband. I had to call and ask permission to say goodnight, you know, and hope that he would answer. Never could see him in the morning. Like, I just didn't see him. Like, what's the point? You know, I have a brand new nephew at the time, couldn't see him. Like, I had to ask for time off, maybe get it. So I was just depressed and sad. So I was just like doing the bad things. But right around that time, I gained a bunch of weight because that was my life. And some girl like made fun of me. And I'm actually super grateful for her. I should probably tell her that I love her and I'm grateful for her because she saved my life, I think. She saw me bartending and she looked at me. I wanted to kill her at the time. But she goes, "Girl, you got thick?" I go, "Shit. I did, didn't I? I did." You know, none of my sisters are going to tell me. No one's going to tell me. So I looked at her, I wanted to kill her, but because of her, I had P90X sitting, collecting dust. You know, I got it from an infomercial like years ago because I hate the gym. Like I said, I have anxiety. I just can't like with all that. So I had it and I'm like, cool, whatever. I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to finish it from start to finish. And I didn't like Facebook. I deleted people. I took selfies. I did not post on Facebook. I probably posted like once every like 4 or 5 months when I went to a concert when I was drunk. Like I hated Facebook. I don't even think I had Instagram. So let's see. I just told everyone I worked with, I'm going to do P90X and I'm going to crush it and I'm going to do it. And I didn't miss a day, but I still did all the bad things. But I still was happier and I got some results and I ended up helping like 5 people get P90X without knowing I could help them get paid for it or be their coach. So then my sister randomly asked me, "How's the whole hairdressing thing going?" And I say, it's all right. It's not great. You know, I wish I could work for Beachbody." And she's like, "Pretty sure you can." I'm like, "What am I supposed to do? Call up Beachbody and ask?" And she said, "No, I'm like friends with some guy I met at a yoga studio. He seems to be pretty successful. Do you want me to get you in touch with him?" And she was all like professional sales sister, you know, and I'm like, "Sure, I don't care." And she like introduced me to my coach, Keith Callahan. Didn't know he was successful. I didn't know him at all, but introduced him. "Hi, Hayley, meet my sister. Hi, Keith, meet my sister, Hayley." I'm like, oh my God, this is so dumb. So whatever, I signed up with him that day. For some reason, I just believed him. Like the way he talks, you know, the way he just speaks, you're like, whoa, like I just believe everything you say. And usually I think everyone's lying. So I ended up signing with him that day and I crushed it, you know. I signed up to like 7 coaches my first couple of days. I got diamond pretty quickly, I think in a month or 2. And then I stayed diamond for a year and a half. And the sad part is like, first of all, I told my coach, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how badly do you want this business? I'm a 10. I'm all in, 100%. Like, I want all my dreams to come true. And I like really believed I was, and I really wasn't at all. I literally wasted a year and a half of my business. So my new coaches, I do not allow them to do that. I can call out a half-asser in 1 second. So I will call them out and be like, "Don't you dare waste a year of your life with this. Don't you dare work for free," because that's what I did. So I was a diamond for a year and a half, and you know, all I did was post on Facebook. That was my life. You know, I replied back to comments. You know, when like that's what I did. And like when my husband came home from work, he'd be like, "How was work?" I'm like, "So busy." Like I was crazy, you know. And I really believed it. I did. But like, you know, when it came time to like message people and do the uncomfortable stuff, I was like, I need to go to take my dogs for a walk. It's time, you know? I need to go do these dishes before my husband gets home. Anything besides doing the uncomfortable stuff. But I didn't realize I was doing that until I actually needed to make this work. So let's see. I would say I quit the hairdressing job like 8 months into coaching. I would say it was a little bit too soon, but it was the best decision of my life because it kind of made me work a little harder. But again, I always had a plan B, which was a bartending job. So that's why I stayed the same for a year and a half. Because if I didn't make enough money with Beachbody, I could pick up a shift at the bar. And that was every single week. I pretended like I quit bartending and hairdressing, but I still worked full time at the bar. Whenever I wanted a shift, I'd get it. If I wanted to do anything, I could get it because I worked there for 10 years. So I really feel like that's why I wasn't successful, because I always had a plan B. I was never like, I never had to get uncomfortable because I always had a plan B. So I'm not telling you to quit your job, but maybe like really you might have to do something scary like that to actually make yourself work, because my coach told me the only way to be successful with this business, by the way, Keith Callahan, millionaire, literally makes $46,000 a week. He's not just bullshitting me. He said, the only way to be successful with this business is through inspiration or desperation. And I wasn't inspired enough and I wasn't desperate enough until I moved, and I decided to move a year and a half ago. So that's like how I ended up like realizing like do it or don't type shit. So I moved and I had to decide like either make this a business or don't. And me being a shy little baby, like too scared for life, acting like a tough person on the outside, but really scared on the inside, I applied to all the bars. I got them all. I got to all the jobs because I worked in the same bar for 10 years. I went into the first one that I liked the most, and it was cool. People around here are nice. They were not like in Boston, they're not nice. So it was nice. The schedule was pretty chill. Everyone was cool. But I got in my car after I trained for a whole day, and they sent me a text of my schedule, and I just started like bawling. I'm like, what? It was like Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. And I was like, holy shit, don't tell me what to do anymore. Like, I just can't with that anymore. Like, don't tell me I don't want to work Sundays, I don't want to. I don't want to work that day. I want to be with my husband. I just got so sad. I'm like, I just don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to feed people friggin' poison. I'm trying to save someone's life. Like, I'm trying to go to sleep with my husband, make dinner with him, wake up and be normal. I just couldn't do it anymore. So I was just crying like so hard. And I called him. I said, I just can't do that anymore. But we had no money because he was supposed to get this awesome job and it fell through. So it was just me. And I didn't make money as a diamond. Like, diamond's just the beginning, okay? Like 2 stars where you start making money. Diamond's like, cool, let's do this. You know what I mean? So I wasn't making enough money to survive for diamond. So I called him and I said, I need to I can't go back. And he said, Hayley, don't worry, we'll figure it out. And right then and there I said, no, we won't figure it out. I have to figure it out. It's my business. So that's where I like totally made the change. And that was literally a year and a half ago. And everything has changed since then. So I just like sat down. Obviously I had no job. And I was like, what are all these people doing that I'm not doing? And it would all the time in my head, it was personal development, you idiot. So I'm not going to talk about personal development because that's really boring to me, but like, that's what's changed my business. Like, that's a huge part of it. Without it, you just feel weird and you feel like, why am I doing this? I go like, this is dumb, like I can't do this. So I can't read, like my brain can't handle 10 pages a day. Can't even handle, like, it can only do like 2 pages a day, 1, 2, 3 pages a day. Because when I read too much, it's just too much information and my brain just locks out. It's like, done. I can't do anything. I just like don't want to do anything. I want to cry in this corner. So 1 or 2 pages, and I take action on those pages. So whatever it is, I make a post out of it, and I add free value, and I don't just make a post like with a quote because you can Google that. I tell a story with it. So if it's about fear, obviously I underline this quote for a reason. So if it's about fear, I will quickly, make a post about how I was something scared about quitting my job or doing something. And then add the quote to it, let people know I'm like, strengthening my mind. It's not all about your body. It's not all about the way you look. So that's just like probably the only post of the day that I don't invite to. I'll talk about inviting in a second, but that's just me adding free value, and me taking action on the stuff I actually learn. So also, I'm really like awkward and like shy and stuff, and I overthink. I used to, at least. So like messaging was really hard for me, and doing like even commenting on people's stuff was really hard for me. So that's why I came up with the Gangster Rap Connections. So who heard of the Gangster Rap Connections? All right, well then I'm going to talk about it like no one has, just because that's what I have to do. Otherwise I'll fly through it and it won't make sense. So I'll talk about it again, and I have a couple things to talk about, but I had to do this for myself. Otherwise I would have quit, messaging people in a quiet friggin' dark room all alone with no music on is like real awkward for me. And my real awkwardness would come out, and I wouldn't sound confident. And why would somebody want to sign up with somebody that's not confident, So what I did was, I set a timer, guys, for 20 minutes short. If you do it for an hour, it will take you an hour to do this. If you set it for half an hour, it'll take you half an hour to do it. If you set it for 5 minutes, my Gangster Rap Connections, you can get done in 5 minutes. It's so simple. It's the way I invite. It's the way I connect with people. And I did it for 1.5 years straight. So I don't have to reach out to people anymore. I'm that person that I hate. I'm that person that I prayed to be about. I never had people messaging me, and now I got Success Club 50 plus the last couple of months. It's because I've been consistent with the Gangster Rap Connections, and I don't have to message people anymore. I can't believe I say that out loud. It's weird, but I still in my brain don't like counting on that. So I still will message some people, just because, the work that you do today is not for today. It's for a couple months down the line. So I don't want to F myself over. So I still do a little bit, but if you stay consistent with this for 1.5 years, might seem like a long time, but like, what are you doing now with your job? You know what I mean? Like, I thought I was going to be hairdressing until I was like 80 with my hands falling off. So 1.5 years is zero time for me. So what I do is I write a list down. I take a notebook out, okay? Notebook. Because if you didn't know me, like, guys, I never owned a computer before this. I never had a cool phone. I failed computer class, My coach, poor thing, I remember when he sent me a PDF, and he was like, I sent you a PDF, blah, 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 blah. I said, dude, I don't know what a PDF is. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Now, like, even now, I'm going for Elite. And the poor guy, this guy's calling me. He's like, Hayley, like at the TV volume, something, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you need to break it down for me. So, like, I'm very, like, if I can do it, guys, you can do it. Trust me. I still haven't even used, like, Asana or Teamsy yet. I plan on, that's part of my goals this month, is to get Asana to be more organized. But still, I did the paper and pen. So every other day, I wrote a list down of 26 names down in a notebook. On top of the page, I literally write GRC, Gangster Rap Connections. And I write down 26 names because there's 26 lines in a notebook. Like, that's how simple I am. You got to blast music. That's the rule. You got to blast music. I don't care if it's in your headphones or whatever. You don't have to blast gangster rap, okay? Whatever makes your attitude come out. To me, it's whatever, okay? It's something like that. The thing is, like I said, I'm really shy and anxious and whatever, but I actually am really cool. Behind a computer screen, you can be who you are, You can be whoever you are. Be whoever you want to be, really. So blast the music that makes your attitude come out and have fun with this. Set a timer for a short amount of time so you get shit done quickly. Honestly, the list takes longer than the time you send out the messages. So this is the deal. You're not allowed to like, okay? Yes, you can, but you must comment, or you must message these people. And I'll tell you the list of these people in a second. But no one cares about likes besides Beachbody coaches. So you have to comment or message. I don't care if they haven't posted in 3 or 4 months. That's awkward. Yes, it is. But I'm sorry, I swear a little bit. But right here, I'm literally known for this hashtag because it's like what got me through all this. I have right here, hashtag, don't be a bitch, hit send. I was always so scared. And I'm like, don't be a bitch, Hayley. Hit send. It's a business, okay? Do it. I can't be like scared for my life and regret my whole life and see all these other Beachbody coaches or other people succeeding and I'm not because I'm scared of what other people are thinking. Like, they're going to be sitting there for the next 20, 100 years, whatever it is, and I want to move forward. So I need to get uncomfortable. So I literally have hashtag don't be a bitch, hit send. Like, don't, like, really. So whenever you're too scared, you should write that down in front of your computer and just do it. Just do it. If you have the music on and a timer going, you will hit send. So this is what I do for the names. The first couple of names are like friends that you friend requested yesterday because you're doing your job now and you're actually friend requesting. Like, I didn't do that when I was like half-assing. So you're doing your job, you're friend requesting. You never know. This list, this couple, it could be 3, 4, 5 names. It could be 1. You never know who's going to say yes to you. It depends, obviously, on how many people you request. Try to do a lot, but say it's 3. Cool. I'll tell you what I say to them in a second. The next group of people are thank you messages. If you're doing your job, you have a lot of people to thank, you know. You're posting like a boss, right? So you have people to thank for liking and loving and commenting on your stuff. Then the last group of people are just randoms. So this is how you get your likes up. This is how you get to people like see your stuff more. And you just start more conversations. Do you know how like on your Facebook you see the same people all the time? You have to go into your friends list and scroll past the same people you see all the time, and then you'll start seeing random people like, who is she? I requested her a while ago and I was too scared to say hi. Who is that girl? Who is that? Or I haven't seen her in 100 years. So that's it. So that's the 26 names, and then I'm going to tell you really quick what I say to them. Super simple, and honestly, I consider this inviting. The first group, like the new friends that added you yesterday, either you comment or you message, and you could just, I hear like some serious gangster rap outside. I'm not kidding. Either you comment or you message. So you say like, obviously messaging is better and more brave. And if you want to move your business faster, message. But if you're like starting out, comment, feel free to comment, but just compliments, dude, just compliments all day. Oh my God, girl, I love your hair so much. This is what I do for my messages. Girl, oh my God, I'm obsessed with your hair. I saw it in your profile and I had to, I just creeped you for like 5 minutes. Where did you get it done? Like, that's it. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with your hair. Where did you get it done? Oh my God, I'm obsessed with your dog. I'm looking to get a new dog. What kind of dog is that? Oh my God, I love your necklace. I'm trying to buy new necklaces for my challengers. Where'd you get it? Like, if you notice, all those are questions. So they kind of like have to answer me back, and don't be mad if they don't, because so many times, like 6 months down the road, they're going to be like, oh my God, I like totally missed this message. And like, what's this challenge group you're talking about? So just keep it moving. But, the next little group of people are the thank you messages. Those are my favorite. I have a couple favorites, but you know, I'm going to do a quick generic type of thank you for you guys. Obviously put your own words into it and make it fun. I would never say like something like this. I like to make it my crazy language, but just like, hey girl, thank you so much for the love and support. You have no idea how much this means to me. You know, being a coach sometimes can be pretty awkward, but people like you make it worth it. Something like that. That's pretty like, that's a little bit salesy for me, but something like just thank you so much for the love and support. And I didn't end that in a question, guys. So be okay with that, you know, just you're welcome, you know. But a lot of the times, if they're your people, they're going to be like, girl, I wish, you know, I had the time to work out. Those turn into natural invites. They're my favorite. Like, girl, are you crazy? Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't even tell you about my challenge group. It's just started 2 days ago. I already lost 2 pounds. It's only 20 minutes a day, you know, super simple, doable AF. Like, I need to tell you all about it. You'd be obsessed with all my girls. A quick mind F I do with them. I act like they already signed up. Like, oh my God, you're going to be obsessed with my girls. I can't wait for you to meet them. Cartwheels. So I do that. So they kind of feel stupid if they don't. They're like, whoa, okay. I'm like part of it. They don't want to be like, actually, I do that all the time, and it really does work. So that's one way. Or say if it's a business post, I wish I could do what you do, but I don't have time. Like, or I could never, something about like, I could never do it. I work full time. Girl, are you crazy? You know, I used to work 19 hours a day when I first started this. I had to pop you in a sneak peek really quick, see if it's something for you. It changed my life. You know, I moved, I got dogs, I did this, I did that. Like, I know for a fact that you could do it too. Let me just pop you in here. Let me see if it's something for you. I'll creep back to you in a couple days. Something like that. That's a supernatural invite. So those are just thank you messages, you know? So my second favorite, I just love inviting now. It's like weird. So when you're doing your gangster rap connections and you're like, I already thanked that person like yesterday, and you don't want to write her name down again, that's my favorite. It's like, no, write her name down because I have a number 2 thank you, and that's where you get the real people. So this is where I wrote my scripts. I listened to Adele, not gangster rap. I listened to Adele, and I let my heart pour into these scripts. And the thing is, like, I didn't make scripts. I really wrote these to one person, and I was like, whoa, like, wow, this thing's awesome. It's going to work on everyone. So I saved it to my notes section, and I use it on everyone. I actually like saved people's lives. So I'll tell you about it in a minute. I just listened to Adele, put my heart into it. And the thing is, I know for a fact I can change your lives. And it's not like I know, I want to. So the way my scripts are like super real. So for example, you know, I just say, hey girl, thank you so much for the love and support. And I do like parentheses, please don't ever stop. I love it so much. But I have to ask you, are you interested in what I do? Health, fitness, or do you want to make it a business like I did? You know, I used to work 19 hours a day, and now I do this, and whatever you want to say about your story. But I know that you'd be awesome, and I wouldn't be asking you this if I didn't think that you would, if you, like, whatever. Like, let me just pop you in a sneak peek really quick to see if it's something for you. That's what I do. And they're like, oh my God, wow, I just got laid off, and you just came at the perfect time. Thank you so much. Literally 3 people I signed up. 1 got laid off that day. 1 got fired that day. And 1 said, wow, I hate my job. And I was like crying today, trying to figure out which direction to go in my life. And you sent me this message. So you have to stop thinking so much about your friggin' self, and that's selfish. And think about these poor people behind their phone waiting for a sign that don't know they have a way out. I didn't know about this. They don't know that they can actually get results in 20 minutes a day. Like, don't think so much about yourself. Oh, I'm scared. I don't want them to this. I feel weird about that. Start being a sign every single day to somebody. So that's what I say to the thank yous, the thank you number 1s and thank you number 2s. And then the randoms, kind of like the same thing as the new friends. Like, hey girl, oh my God, I love your hair. What'd you get done? Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Compliment, ask a question. Compliment, ask a question. Sometimes, you know, say if you saw an old friend, hey girl, I just saw your name pop up. I haven't talked to you in 100 years. How are you? That's it. A lot of times, like, I'm really good. I see that you're like looking really good. I wish I could do that. Always turns into a natural invite. And if it doesn't, if they're like boring, like, you're welcome. You're like, cool, bye. Like, keep it moving. You're not my people. I can't waste time on you. So now that's what I do. Like I said, I set a timer. I have fun. I have my attitude come out. And remember, you can be who you are behind the computer. So now none of this, guys, none of this will make sense if you don't post like a boss, like I said. But all right, really quick. I do the 26 names, blast music, whatever, but I do not answer anybody back. Okay, it sounds kind of mean, but I keep doing my power hour. I friend requests. I make a whatever, a Success Club board. I do my thing, I make a post. I do everything I need to do, and I ignore all the messages unless for some strange reason I know for a fact they're going to sign up today. But I really just like, no, keep it moving. And the next day is when I actually connect. So I do it every other day. I do the 26 names connect, 26 names connect. And it works out perfectly. So the next day I'm just connecting with everyone. And I have like this quick like mind F I do with them. I just say like, oh my God, girl, I've been so crazy making a bunch of meal plans for all my challengers. I'm so sorry. How are you? Mm-hmm. And then they're like, meal plans for what? I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't tell you about this. We just started 2 days ago. I lost like 2 pounds. The energy in there is insane. You need to get your ass in there. I feel like such a shit bag for not telling you about it. Whatever. And I tell them a little bit about it. Or, oh my God, girl, I'm so sorry. I've been crazy making a bunch of trainings for all my new coaches. I'm so sorry. How are you? And then they're like, oh, cool. Trainings for what? And I'm like, oh my God, girl, I'm so sorry. I didn't tell you about this. Let me pop you on the sneak peek really quick. See something for you. Girl, I used to work 19 hours a day. Blah, 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 blah. Like, that's like what I do. So one more way to invite, that's like my favorite way. This is actually my favorite way. And I taught Kathy this. I didn't like teach her. I just told her about it. So this is how my whole team is exactly like me. They're literally all me. They talk like me, sound like me, look like me, hairdresser, bartender. It's fun. Like I have fun working. It's because I found them and they found me through hashtags. Instagram is huge, guys. You need to just like realize that we're going international. Like Facebook's kind of, I don't know. I used to only work on Facebook and hardly do Instagram, but I would say the reason why I got 50 plus the last couple of months was all Instagram and Instagram story. Like I would say 98% of the people I signed up were from there. Last year at this time, 0. So I have an Instagram training. I think I sent you, Kathy. So one of my success partners, she taught me it. It's honestly just Shalene Johnson's Instagram training in her own words. But so you can find people, if you found like this awesome girl, you're like, oh, she's my dream girl, I wish. All you gotta do is like give her a couple loves and comments and then message her, be like, girl, I just stalked you for like 5 minutes straight. I'm obsessed with your whole entire page. Are you a coach too? ? That is it. And they're like, no, what? Coach for what? I'm like, oh my God, girl, I can't believe I didn't tell you about this, tell them my quick story. I need to pop you in a sneak peek really quick, see what's on the for you. Be perfect. You kidding me? So I do that. And same thing with hashtags. Fine, I have a pizza tattoo. I would look up pizza tattoo, find my soulmates. Girl, I literally write hashtag soulmate on a couple of their pictures, message them and say, girl, I just creeped you so hard for like 5 minutes straight. I'm obsessed with everything that you just posted. Are you a coach too? Something like that. Or honestly, with the Instagram story, we were just talking about this the other day. You need to take advantage of this. I'll talk about that in a minute, but like Instagram story, you can see who views your stuff. And you could be like, hey girl, I saw you looked at my story earlier. Are you a coach too? That's it. No, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Done. Put them on a sneak peek. Or you know, sometimes it could turn into like a challenge or like, no, I just like need motivation. Okay, cool. Can't believe I didn't tell you about this thing I just did. Whatever. Or like anything. If you love anyone, ask them if they're a coach, and it turns into a super easy, natural invite. So let's see here. All right. So the way I post, guys, this is like my number one thing right here. If you're going to get anything out of this call, I want you to write this down. So being motivational is great. Good for you, you know, but it's not going to get you paid. So that's why you have to invite almost every single post. Look at my page. I'm not trying to like say I'm so cool, but I would say 98% of my posts have an invite at the end. If I do a workout picture, there is an invite to a challenge group. If I do anything else, it's business, you know? And I blow up my sneak peeks, blow them up, because it's a huge opportunity. And I blow up my 10-day trainings because I love Keith, my coach, but he took the whole first year off of my business. So I didn't have a coach. So my poor little brain needed to figure this out by myself. So I literally cried, wanted to like throw things, and like just felt so stupid so many times, but I did it, you know, and now I have a friggin' 10-day training laid out for you. That is so huge to me. So I blow those trainings up, and I make them a huge deal. But if you're talking about, like I said, workout, go to a challenge group, anything business related, invite to the business somehow. And of course, if you talk behind the scenes, sneak peek, and blow up your sneak peeks and blow up your trainings. Let's see. When I blow them up, guys, when I talk about anything, I don't just think about me. I don't just think about signing people up. I tell a story first, and I basically tell them why they're crazy if they don't sign up. So I tell my story first, some type of story, why they should sign up, and I'm confident, so confident, because I know, guys, if you're not doing it, you know you can, right? You know, if I can do it, you can do it. You know, if Kathy can do it, you can do it. So be confident in that. Imagine going to like a car dealership, really, and then the person being like, you find a dream car and you found someone, they're like, so like, do you see yourself in it? Or like, no, you like it? You'd be like, no, I'm leaving. Okay. But if someone's like, girl, you look so good, I can see you with the top down, driving to the beach, you'd be like, yep, I'm getting it. You have to be super confident. And then do a quick little invite at the end. Please take a look at how I do it. Let's see. Another little thing about like posting, you get what you post for. So if you're only talking about workouts, you're only going to attract challengers. And like, do you really want to work for commission the rest of your life or no? No, you need to switch it to business. And that's what I had to do. But honestly, like the reason why I got so successful so quickly is because, guys, how embarrassing is when you stayed the same rank for a year? You know, like you go to Summit, like me, go to Summit as a diamond, and you're like, I'm totally going to be 5-star next Summit. Definitely going to happen. And then Summit happens and you're a diamond again or an emerald again or whatever. That was me. And I'm like, wow, though, I'm embarrassed. I could not hear myself talk anymore. Like, I can't go another year. That's so, like, I was so embarrassed and like felt so dumb. How much longer am I going to talk? I have right here, do your actions match your mouth? I mean, in a nice way, in a nice, like, non-ghetto way. Are your actions aligning with your goals? But really, think that. Like, if you're going to say you're going to be a 5-star diamond next Summit, get uncomfortable and make it happen. Stop just saying the words. Stop just acting like you're doing the work and actually do it. God, for real. Like, how much longer are you going to talk? I'm not just like saying it to be mean. That was me. So flip your switch to not just commission. Like, don't just burn out on commission. That gets old. You're going to quit. So flip it to business. I don't care if you're not where you want to be yet. Share your vision. That's why people believe me when I say I'm going to be in the Millionaires Club. I'm going to retire my husband, because I said to them, I'm going to quit the hairdressing job. I'm going to quit the bartending job. I'm going to get dogs. I'm going to move. I made all that happen. Okay. And now when I say the other Millionaires Club, whatever, they believe me because I've been sharing it since day one. And also, you need to be proud and happy and share your little successes. Like me, the money I make now is kind of like not even that relatable anymore. So you need to be so happy and proud. Like if you made $100 that week for the first time ever, you go to the grocery store and your heart doesn't pound and you don't start sweating while you're about to pay, because you know for a fact you have money in the bank from that one, from helping people. You need to share those little things. All right, one last little thing about attraction marketing, and then I can you can like ask all the questions. I feel like I'm actually talking like slow, like I'm from North Carolina or something. So I'm sorry. So now attraction marketing, I swear that's like a huge reason why I'm also successful, because there's no way in the whole world I would get those numbers from Instagram if it wasn't. So that training that I sent Kathy from my success partner, Amber, will totally help you. I'm not going to make this about Instagram training because it's a whole call, but photos matter like so much. The attention spans of people nowadays are like that big. Like look at your husband, look at your girlfriend or whatever, scrolling through Facebook. What do they stop at? They're not going to stop at you in like a dark room. Never going to happen, no matter how awesome your post is, it will never get attention or love. And you'll be like, why though? It's because it's attraction marketing. That's what we work at. That's our job. So start thinking like an outsider. Start thinking like you don't work like an outsider. What would you stop at? So now I'm always taking pictures only in front of windows. Sounds weird, but I place my phone in my windows, set the timer. Huge deal. You have to laugh. You have to laugh. You have to smile so big. Honestly, a huge smile is more attractive to me than a transformation. And not a fake smile. Like make yourself laugh, I'm saying. Like I don't care what you got to do. So either go into a window, and quick side note, try not to make it the same window every day, because if it is, like again, people's attention span this big, they're going to scroll right by you thinking, I already saw that yesterday. So look at your Instagram, like, oh, I took a picture there yesterday. I'm going to take a picture over there today. Get your ass outside. I don't care if it's 20 degrees out. Snap a picture with the blue sky behind you, because you're a coach. You're supposed to be free. Nobody wants the life of you in a house all the time. So if you go to the beach, take a million pictures. Take a hat on, put your hat on, take it off, change your shirt. So you have a bunch of different pictures backed up. So the days you're too busy, you have something. Another thing is, if you always wear your hair down, put it up. If you never wear glasses, buy them. I don't care if they're fake. If you never wear lipstick, put it on. I'm not saying all the time. I'm saying for once in a while, if you want someone to stop and read your stuff, because you're like, oh, wow, she looks different. I'm going to read this, Or if you always wear makeup, take it off. If you never wear tank tops, put it on. Whatever it is, be different. You got to think I'm crazy. Like, I'm going to dye my whole hair pink, and probably tomorrow. In the next couple of days, it fades. Okay, it fades in like a week. But I'm doing it for the likes. I tell my whole team, do it for the likes. It sounds so dumb, but the more people that like your stuff, the more conversations you can have. And, the more people that say, oh my God, I like your hair on the Instagram story. Oh my God, thanks so much. Are you a coach too? Do you think I buy I'm like known for pizza. Pizza shirts. Think I would actually buy them if I wasn't a coach? No. I do it for the likes. I do it for the love. I do it so people can continue to follow me and think I'm cool. Really. And it works. And I get a lot of likes and loves, and I ask them if they're a coach and sign them up. So do things that are differently so people will stop and read what you have to say. Okay, so the last thing I want to say is like the Instagram story. I'm not going to like teach you how to do it. It's really simple. If I can do it, you can do it for sure. But do it in front of a window. I always do my workouts. I do a couple moves a day. I like wake up, I share a quick quote maybe from what I just read. I just do my routines. The same thing every day. I do like a quick quote, energize obviously, and tell them a little bit about my morning right in front of a window, so it look really pretty. And do a couple moves. I tell them what day I'm on, and I say like they're stupid if they don't join me, or lost 2 pounds, whatever you want to say. And then at the end of the workout, I always say like that was 20 minutes. Like sometimes I say like how long it was, 20, 30 minutes, but I always at the end of my workout invite to the next challenge group. And I act like they don't know what a challenge group is, because they don't. No one knows what a challenge group is besides Beachbody coaches. So I say, like, if you want to lose 5 to 15 pounds this month, you got to reach out, girl. I have 17 spots available, and then the whole month I'm like 16, 15, 14, 12, 10, whatever spots available for you. And I like tell them a little bit about what they'll get if they sign up with me. But I do it every day, honestly, and I try to have fun and just be myself. And when I'm doing the stories, I have so much fun working out. I put the Pandora on at the same time as the workouts, and I'm laughing. And I'm like literally laughing. And because of that, people are messaging me all the time. Your energy is so contagious. Your energy, your energy, your energy. And it's just because I make myself laugh in front of a window. And the funny part about it is it actually makes me in a really good mood for the rest of the day, and it makes me like my workout. So just do that. And but really, who would want to sign up with somebody if they're like trying, like working out like straight face? That's awkward to watch. Blast music, have fun, laugh, and invite always. And that's it. I always like to end it with "Don't be a bitch, hit send," but that's it.
Oh my God, I love it. I love you. You are awesome. Guys, isn't she so amazing? Like, seriously, if you cannot feel the confidence and hear the confidence through it, I don't know what to tell you, but that's the place that you need to get to in order to really take this thing to the next level. And honestly, what I love so much, I took down a couple key points here that were really good takeaways before we open it up to some questions for her. If you notice when you listen to her, how freaking simple she keeps the business. Like, guys, I'm not kidding you. The majority of the people on this team are way overcomplicating and overthinking this. Way too much. Like, you don't need to do that. Yeah, obviously not. You just heard everything she did. Super basic and super simple. So get your actions to be simple. So a couple of key things here that I wrote down that I really liked was that, like I said, when she has that confidence, right? So that when she's reaching out and talking to people, you heard her say it, she knows she can change somebody's life, right? So when you're behind the scenes talking to people, do you feel that way too? Because that's how I feel. I'm like, this person needs this. Like, this person needs this in their life. And I think the same thing she does. Like, oh my gosh, like, you are foolish if you don't even try this, because this is amazing and this is going to change your life. Get to that point. The next thing that I really liked that she said was when she talked about how you either want your dreams to come true or you don't. And I feel like it's really hard to really get where you really want to be if you are constantly falling back on that plan B. See, so when she said she kind of had that plan B with the bartending and everything like that, so she stayed exactly where she was in the business for a long, long, long time, because she knew that, if this really doesn't work out, I can always go back there. As soon as she got rid of that, she was like, man, I got to make this work. She was all in. This has to work. That's the place I was in, guys. It was that state of desperation when I got into this business. And you have to either be in that state of desperation or be super inspired to take this thing all the way. So I'm challenging you guys, if you have some spare little like plan B, like on the side, you might want to kind of reconsider. Go all in with this and you won't regret it. You might have to force yourself to do that. And I loved when you said be assigned to someone every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Be assigned to helping someone every single day, and do your actions match your mouth. I know, I love that. I mean, sometimes you have to get real with yourself, guys, right? And the whole time thing too, because that drives me nuts when people say that they don't have the time for this, because you have so much more time available during the day than you really actually realize. And if you sit down and actually look at your schedule, you'll actually be so shocked with how much free time you have that you could actually be spending focused time on this business. And she was working 19 hours a day, guys, when she first started this, right? So this was awesome. Anyways, I have a question down here too, that I wanted to start off. And if you guys have questions, like, make sure to unmute yourself. So what would you say, Hayley, to coaches who have been doing this for a long time, who are still kind of like floundering?
I would say, I'm sorry, but I can't make you work for your dreams. Either you want it or you don't. I'm going to be running with or without you. So that's like, I forgot to talk about this. I'm sorry. The reason why I went from 1 to 8-star in literally 1 month is because I got better and better, and more confident. So I started attracting people like that. And I got a couple people that got diamond in 3 weeks, month. And because I got a couple new people that crushed it, because I make diamond like it's no big deal, guys. It's not a big deal. Like, stop thinking it's a big deal. You can do it in 1 week if you wanted to. I'm telling you, I say this all the time, if you had to make it work, like, I don't like saying this out loud, but had like a gun pointed to your head and you're like, get diamond in a week, you would get diamond in a week. So my coaches, I like act like diamond's no big deal. So now my new coaches are getting it so quickly because it's not a big deal. So then all of my old coaches I've been working with for a while, FaceTime, like, love their lives, like best friends with them, but I'm still pretty tough love. I pushed some people out because, side note, my coach always told me, you're going to either push your coaches into success or push them out. And if they're going to get out on you, they're going to quit on you anyways. So I'm tough love, and their friend at the same time. So all these people that are my friends that have been sticking with me see all these people getting diamonds so quickly because it's not a big deal. They're like, whoa, it's not a big deal. And they all got it. That's how it happened.
I love it. I know so many people put that up on a pedestal, and it's like, really just the beginning, guys. That's, as soon as you get there, it's like time to hit the gas, people.
Yeah.
And then how much time a day do you think that you would spend, like, in your business? Like, if you were to tell, like, the team, like, what percentage of the amount of time do you spend, like, actually like talking and inviting people, like, when you look at the activities that you do to build your business?
Honestly, if I don't feel like drunk and blind and like dead at the end of the day, I'm like, I didn't work hard enough. Like, I want to help all the people, and I want to sign up all the people, and I want to talk to all the people. If I am not in my messenger, I consider that like I didn't work today. Like, I could do a million things, friend requests, make an awesome post, do my successful board, do awesome things. But if I didn't message anybody, to me, I didn't work. So messaging is 80% of what I do. Messaging, commenting is 80% of what I do.
Yep, cool. Do you guys have any questions for her? Because I'm sure we can all relate. Oh, Carrie does. Go ahead, Carrie.
Hey, Hayley, you are speaking my language. I needed to hear this. I know Kathy's probably like, yes, you do. So anyway, question about Instagram versus Facebook business page. What do you recommend? I'm working through the Jesse Regan training, but I don't know if I should really focus on that or just really push it with Instagram and stick to my personal page. What are your thoughts?
I don't even mess with my stupid like page, but that's just me. I know, like, I follow somebody that I really love. She's like one of my mentors, Colleen Curtis. rocks her like page and stuff. But like, I honestly only have a like page to make my Instagram a business. Do you guys know that? Like, you make your Instagram a business, so like they don't have to like just message you, they can email you. I've never done really like a boosted ad or anything. I just don't need to. I feel like Instagram is where it's at because we're going international, and I don't know. I like Instagram better. That's just me though.
I totally agree. It's so much easier. I think it's so much easier to figure out too. So
and you can literally like find your people with hashtags.
Yeah.
I'm always, all these girls that are finding me, I'm like, how'd you find me? They're like, oh, palm tree tattoo. I'm like, oh, cool. Oh, how'd you find me? Short blonde hair. Cool. Or how'd you find me? I saw your transformation picture pop up. Or my leg transformation, or whatever it is. So like, you can literally find your clones on Instagram, which is so fun.
Awesome. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I know, guys, don't get so wrapped up in like the like page training and things like that. I'm not kidding. Like, I was spending the majority of my time on Facebook and only spending like very little time on Instagram, and very inconsistently on Instagram. And just in like a couple weeks, seriously, of me keeping an eye on who is watching my stories and viewing them and talking to those people like that. All my conversations now are all through the people who are watching my story on Instagram. That's it. I don't really do, I still do Facebook, but I way more now on Instagram. And I literally have like 20 people on the 5-day coach sneak peek thing that's going on right now that ends tomorrow. It's crazy, guys. Way better luck.
So I challenge you guys to do your Instagram story for 1 week straight, being like so funny, laughing, energy, like smiling, inviting to a challenge group. And when anybody views it, like just like, hey girl, I saw your name pop up on the story. Are you a coach too? That's so easy. That is so easy. People message me, oh my God, I love your music. What do you listen to? Thanks so much. Are you a coach too?
I do love that one. Are you a coach too?
All I say to people.
What I see a couple of questions here popping up. How would you recommend Debbie bring up the business aspect when she's only 1 month in as a coach? Do you have any tips for that?
Yeah, like say if you're a stay-at-home mom or something, you get to talk to grown-ups. Think about where you were before this and where you are now. That's what I always do. That's why a lot of people relate to me. Because even though I quit my job like a couple of years ago now, I act like I quit it yesterday. How many times a week do I talk about 19 hours a day? I used to work 19 hours a day, blah, blah, blah. So you could always share your vision. That's huge. And share the little victories. Like if you made $40, you just bought groceries and you didn't worry. But you have to share like a real story. Like you used to have a panic attack when you're buying groceries and now you don't. And you feel like, okay, stories mean so much more than numbers, So that's what I would do. So
true. And hey, if you could tell the team kind of what the business has done for you financially, just from going from when you were just kind of like that diamond to now all of a sudden this huge growth, like that would be awesome.
Obviously I want to make millions, but like I'm really happy with where I am now. But not too long ago I was, as a diamond, like $300, cool. Happy, I'm helping people and I would share it because I was grateful for it. But not too long ago, like really 5 months ago, maybe 6 months ago, I was like so happy with $500. I was like, whoa, I like make a full-time income. So cool. And then maybe like a couple months ago, I got my first 1,000 and I'm like, I was dead. I like started crying and shaking. I made a post about it, of course. I don't feel gross talking about money because the way we make it is from helping people. So like, and I didn't grow up with money, so I'm really proud of how I make it. And then now, guys, I've been making like $2,000 to $3,000 a week. And that's just from the last couple of months. And I felt so weird today. Somebody asked me, I was with my sister and her friend. She's like, how much money do you make? And I was like, wow, I can't believe I just said that out loud. Like I just got my dream car that was on my vision board for 3 years. It was a BMW drop top. I just got it. I've been driving it every single day with the top down. I feel so cool. Like when I'm driving it, I'm like, is happening? What is happening? Everything's coming true. So if you just, the only way you won't succeed with this business is if you give up. So just keep moving forward. That's why I got these little tattoos. They can't see them, can you? Little arrows. When I was like struggling, I'm like, just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. And I did. And I can't imagine where I'll be next year. Like, I can't imagine. So my coach was like, next year you're going to be making Monopoly money. I'm like, cool. I can't wait. Honestly, all I wanted, I don't care so much about money. Money's like, I love money, but all I care about is not worrying about money. I want to visit my parents, visit my nephew, my sisters, whenever I want, without worrying about money, because I always had to. I didn't grow up with money. So it's just crazy and fun what happens if you just like don't give up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, guys. One last question before we let her go. Anybody have anything? No. All right. Oh my gosh, Hayley. Well, this was an amazing call, and I can't thank you enough for being on tonight. We love you. You're incredible, and congratulations on all your success. I can't wait to see you keep going, rocking it up to the top.
Thank you. Let's talk. We'll talk on Tuesday anyways.
Yeah, we'll talk Tuesday, definitely.
Thank you guys for showing up.
All right, guys. Love you guys. Have a good night. Bye.